everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're a little bit late in getting this out, soz, been busy, had a birthday, went out with Bessie Lorna, the boiler broke down. We now have heating, all is good, yeah. End of October, sorry, we are November. Early November, no heating in England, really not good. Just when you get a storm. Anyway. For those of you that follow this channel, and for those of you that don't, please do, hit the subscribe button, join part of my little community here. For those of you that do follow, you will know I recently picked up this beauty, which, oh my god, if I wipe one more finger smudge off this H, I need to let it go. Let the finger smudges go. But I recently picked up this Beauty Constance in Vert Fizz Chef Mysore with the fantastic Vert Comics interior in Swift, and being a reflector, it led me to reflect and think about my Hermes journey to date and reflect upon particularly the bags, but also some other hard to get sought after items that I have managed to obtain direct from boutique from Hermes. And I thought I would share with you some secrets, some tips, my experience, call it what you will, to successful shopping in Hermes. I'm gonna put a massive caveat in that my experience is limited to London. I'm basing this on my own experiences, so it's absolutely factual and truthful for me. That's not to say that other people haven't had different experiences, so I can only talk as per me, and I think it's only fair if I talk as per me. But if I can share any shopping wisdom, then I absolutely will. But before that, because I'm not doing 2 videos, I'm doing 1 video. I've got to walk the dog in a minute. I know. Usual Sunday fun times, housework, walking the dog, but we had a boiler repair amidst that as well. Another hint, beagles make the worst guard dogs. Man comes to fix the boiler. He's never set foot in my house before. Dog, greeting him like a long lost friend, squeaking with excitement, wagging his tail, all over the guy. And he didn't even have food with him. So yeah, don't get a beagle if you want a successful guard dog, is all I say. You'll just like love them to death, anyone that comes in. Right, so we have a little freebie, the new Tutti Twilly sample, so that was very nice. My S8 popped that in. We have the receipt. And we have something that till I went in store, this is why I'm sharing it here, until I went into store, I did not know this existed. An Hermes item I didn't know existed. What is wrong with me? So it's makeup, okay? Not a week and a half ago I bought this. This is just makeup. We are not making any big purchases. So, Hermes makeup, they have now launched eyeshadow palettes, look beautiful, really wearable. As ever, the packaging is lush. I love Hermes makeup. Okay, should have worn concealer. Camera makes this look worse than when I look in the mirror, but plein air, a little bit Laura Geller, Hermes blush, shade 23 is stunning, and just a Chanel lip balm, and we're good to go. So this is a mascara, and what's so exciting about this is 2 things. One thing that I absolutely love is, like the Victoria Beckham mascara I'm a fan of, it's a quick, easy wash off with warm water. I can't bear scrubbing up my lashes. I hate using eye makeup remover. I do when I need to, but if I can, as an everyday mascara, have a quick wash off, I'm more likely to actually wear mascara. So we've got the packaging. This is a quick unboxing, believe it or not, for me, but I thought we're gonna try it together. So you've got the orange box, lovely. Slidey out. There's no dust bag or anything like you get with the lipsticks, but here it is. Now, 1, this is stunning. It's I think it's plastic, it's all plastic, but it's just, so you've got the H emblem like the lipsticks on the end. You can get black. You can also get colours. Says brown. There's blue onk, which is great. You know, brown eyes look great with blue. There is this one, which is green, and this is the shade Vert Titian, number 5. My eyes are, yes, they're brown, but they've got a little bit of hazel in them, and actually a bit of green around the eye looks quite nice, believe it or not. I look horrific today on camera. What's going on? I mean, not that I normally look good, but horrific today. And then there's also Rouge-Ash. Yeah, so there's a few colours. Coloured mascaras are in right now. And although they're coloured, they're not too coloured. You can get them, I got this in store, you can get them online. But let's just try it out, shall we? I don't know why I do makeup live on camera, it always goes wrong. I don't mean that's smashing stuff, but anyway. There is the green. You can see there, that looks really quite green. Got a nice fine brush, which I like. I don't like a brush too big and fluffy because I struggle with it. So let's try and get this on. Okay, so you can certainly see, let me just put this away, Jesus Christ. Right, I'll do the other eye later, whatever, I'll film with one eye done. You've seen me in worse states. So you can see there, one eye is done. I didn't actually curl my eyelashes today, I forgot. You can see there is a bit of green, but it's not too green. It's not like in your face green. If you want something super fashionable and really like in your face green, maybe something like L'Oreal or something like that would be good. I like that these are a bit subtle. So anyway, that was my unboxing. Now, on to the main video. Hermes Secrets. So, to start with, I thought I would run with you for reference, almost like to prove my credentials, but no. For reference, and I thought I would let you know this is just my in-store handbag path. So I thought I would share that with you. So when did it all start? So my Hermes bag journey, I had bought non-bag Hermes goods prior to this, was my Rose Poupre BIRKIN with palladium hardware in Togo was my first ever handbag, which I got in March 2019 as a walk-in. Now, this was before we had the Wish system, and I basically had seen Jerusha Couture, and I really wanted the same garden party as her. I fell in love with the Rose Poupre colour. I really wanted it. I've gone into store, I'm not going to walk into store and ask for a BIRKIN, but I will go into store and ask for a Garden Party 30 in this particular colour, which I loved. And they didn't have it. They couldn't have it. But said to me, but I've got a BIRKIN coming in that colour in a week's time, would you like it? Somewhat flawed. So I was like, okay, and obviously I didn't know about gold. I didn't know too much about Hermes at this point. I knew I liked it, I knew I was into it. Ideally I wanted a Kelly, and yeah, and then a BIRKIN. Anyway, those who that know this channel will see Miss Rose Poupre, you know how that went out. So that was March 2019. I then got my mini Evelyne, or my Evelyne TPN, or my Evelyne 16, whatever you want to call it, in taupe in March 2020 at that same store. I then got my grey Kelly, so it's my Gris Etan in Togo with palladium hardware Kelly 28 Retourne, and I got that in July 2020. It actually came into store earlier, but like it came into store right at the end of March, like about a day before we went into lockdown. So I knew my bag was there and I couldn't go and buy her. So yeah, so that came into store. And so I actually bought that in July 2020. It came to store end of March 2020. I then bought from a different store a few Picotin 18, so that's like a burnt orange, and I got that in December 2020. What I really wanted though was a gold Picotin, so I got my gold on gold Picotin 18 mini Picotin in March 2021. I then got the display Mauve Swift Mini Roulis. So it's Mauve Sylvestre in Swift Palladium hardware. So that was in June 2022. I picked up my special order Kelly, which is in Chev, because I love Chev. Yes, love Chev. So I got my HSS or special order or a la carte Kelly 25 in Chev in NATA and GRIS TOURTERELLE, and I got that in September 2022. And then I got my Constance 18 in Fizz in October 2023. So you can see a lot of more bags in 2020. I think with lockdown it was almost a bit easier. So yeah, more bags in 2020, couple in 22, one in 23. So not crazy, not prolific. I'm not one of these people that's like constantly in there. But I love this so much. I used this yesterday for the first time and she's gorgeous. But yeah, I think I've certainly been successful enough, and I really love all the items that I've got. So what are the secrets? What are the secrets to scoring these items? Number one, patience. You absolutely need to be patient. There is not enough stock to, I know, create in this day and age, you know, cost of living crisis, but there is not enough Hermes stock to satisfy customers. Not just bags, things like particular scarves and twillies and you name it. Shoes, ready to wear. There is not enough stock for everybody. So you have to be patient. You have to be prepared that you may have to wait years, not weeks, for your item. I wanted a Constance 18 for years. I've now got one, I'm super happy, and you know, I've bought other stuff in the meantime, but you can't say I want something, make a wish, wait a few weeks, and then your bag comes in. That's not how it works. I mean, it could do, you could get lucky, you know, you could want an item that's, you know, what's great, you know, what's wonderful in this world is that we all have different taste, and you could want something, I don't know, maybe there's a particular purple colour that you love that isn't that popular, then you might get lucky and you might get something quickly in weeks. I'm not saying you won't get it in weeks, but be prepared not to is what I'm saying. I hope she won't mind me sharing, but Bestie Lorna had wanted a Kelly Pochette for, she waited 2 years. It went on her wish, it came off her wish, it went on her wish, it came off her wish. She waited 2 years. She's now got her dream bag and she's a regular and she's got other stuff and she's got a, you know, a really good SA that I use as well. And you still have to, you know, you have to wait. The other thing is related to that. You need to go with the ups and the downs. And from my timeline there, you can see that I had periods where I was getting like quite a lot of stuff and then nothing. And it can be disheartening. You know, talking from personal experience, there's one point I was like, is my relationship now just died? Have I not bought enough? Have I not been in enough? It's not necessarily about spend, particularly the store I use most frequently. It's about looking after local clients and really looking after those loyal clients, which I am. And that doesn't mean spending a fortune. Please don't mix up loyalty with spend. I know things operate a little bit differently in the US, but certainly for my local store, it's not about spend. When I got offered my first Birkin, I think I'd bought a belt and done an in-store collection of like a Bastia coin purse. That was it. So please don't, you know, misunderstand or mix up the two. Yes, there is some overlap, but they are different things. So you need to go with those ups and downs. You need to like ride the storm, if you like, ride the dry spell, it will come, it will happen. Now personally, I'm quite good with there being patience. One, I haven't got an affordability to be able to be buying, like, I know you couldn't buy 6 quota bags in a year anyway, but I don't have that affordability. So for me, I quite like, 1 bag a year is I mean, obviously more would be nice, but literally if I could get 1 bag a year, I'm super happy, super happy. Particularly, and don't forget, the other thing as well is, don't feel you have to accept anything that's offered to you. I have declined bags. I have been offered, I can't remember what it's called now, it's got a particular name, but there's, I was offered a Kelly 28 in one store, which was black with like the canvas. Now, when I saw my Griatan Kelly, I gasped. They took her out of the dust bag and I gasped. She was that beautiful and I loved her that much. I didn't have that reaction with this other one. It was nice, but I'm not going to sacrifice that amount of spend and that amount of outlay for something that doesn't absolutely make me swoon. So I rejected it. Now what I could have done was bought it and sold it. I could have done. It didn't even enter my mind. That's not the type of Hermes shopper I am. I'm not a reseller. I mean, occasionally I sell bits from my handbag collection as a whole if I've had them a while and I'm not reaching for them. That's different. I always buy with the intent to keep. And Hermes know. You'll be surprised. They do check. They know more than you think you do. Hermes is watching, people. So your SA will probably know if you do buy a bag with the intent of reselling it, and or even if you don't and you immediately resell, they'll probably know it won't go down well. You may not get offered in the future. So that is one of my other tips as well. Like I say, you may have a dry spell. Act with a bit of humility. I think that it's important to remember, and my SA knows I'm so familiar with this, that not only you're not the only client of the store, you're not the only client of your SA. How many clients do you think that they've got that all want that gold BIRKIN 25? And maybe you only got a bag 2 months ago, so maybe it's someone else's turn. Maybe when you go into store, they're with another client and the SA that you would like to see is not available. I normally mooch about. If I think that they're nearly done, I tend to like mooch about, if I've got time, mooch about, might chat to one of the other SAs, look at some bits, and then talk to my SA when they're free. If they look like they're not going to be for a while, I might go and I'll come back another day, depending on what time I've got, because quite often I go in my lunch hour from work. So yeah, bear in mind, you're not the only one that they have. It's difficult because I mean, I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. It's like the most exciting place to be. And also related to that, sometimes other clients get your bag. It's not actually your bag, but sometimes the bag you want, you will see be offered to somebody else. You have to remember that everybody's journey is different. You have to remember that you really shouldn't compare your journey with somebody else's, because that is only going to lead to misery. I promise you. If you want something and someone else is getting, oh, why can't I get one? Don't go there. Just accept that experiences will be different and your turn will come. And I think it all links back to number one, be patient. But what can you do to help that as well is, like I say, build a sustainable relationship with your SA. You know, find the SA that you click with and maintain that relationship. So establish the relationship and maintain it as well. And again, that links in with act with humility. Be nice. You know, sometimes you have to queue. Sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes you can't get what you want. Be nice about it. Be genuinely patient, nice and understanding of the Hermes journey. Now, people sometimes refer to this as an Hermes game. I don't play a game. I don't buy We'll come on to Birkin bait in a bit. I don't do that. I'm patient, I'm nice. Yes, sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I have a dry period and I can get nothing for a year. Sometimes I walk into store, I can't get a twilly, I can't get a pair of shoes, I can't, literally nothing. And we're not talking like quota bags, not talking bags at all. I can't get a thing because it's not there. I'm told it's not in stock. I accept that. I mean, it might be in reserve for somebody else, who knows? But again, my turn will come. So you have to accept that. Now, obviously, as it's a Sunday, my neighbour is using power tools again. Apologies if you can hear a petrol mower in the background. Every bloody weekend. Nice neighbours. A lot of power tools. So maintain that relationship, and one way of doing that is to be seen, and be seen with what you've bought from them. I mean, I will send them sometimes pictures, so I'm so grateful for this, thank you so much, here it is styled up. I mean, don't go overboard, you don't want to bombard them constantly. They've got, like I say, other clients to see and this, that and the other, but I think sometimes a bit of gratitude for really good service doesn't go amiss. You want to maintain the relationship, you want to be seen. So even if you don't think they've got something stock, maybe go in or ask about something, or go in to browse, because quite often, let's face it, you know, they've got a number of clients, out of sight, out of mind. You want to be in mind, so do that. Maintain a genuine interest in the brand, like I say. Be after other goods, not just bags, because there's so much else to buy. I think that it's appreciated when you have that genuine interest in the brand. I mean, sometimes I've told my SA about something and they've not known about it. I'm like, obviously, well, I've seen it online or whatnot. Maybe it went to America first. A lot of stuff hits Asia first. So sometimes you can see stuff online that your SA hasn't actually seen in store. Like I say, this is from London experience. Now, one thing that has been spoken about, this is where we come on to Birkin bait, as we call it, in our little community, is that quite often buying fine jewellery can be seen as a route to get you what you want. What's my experience been? Now, typically I'm not spending a lot of money on fine jewellery. I did buy myself from the store obviously I'm not wearing them because I'm about all I've been doing is housework, but I did buy myself chain d'Ancre classic rose gold earrings. They're beautiful. I wanted them, I also want them in the silver. But I bought them because I wanted them. Now, I still have them, I've worn them loads, they're great. I didn't buy them with any intent other than wanting the earrings. And that was like I say, that was back in 2021. So I think this is October 21 I bought those. Before this was a bit more well known, or before I knew about this phenomenon of Birkin bait. Now, my experience was that when my SA got those earrings, had come in and he got them from the stock room for me to give them to me, it was a while, and he had a bit of a funny grin on his face, and it was at that point that he offered me an a la carte opportunity. Was it because I bought the earrings? Wasn't it? I'll never know, and I will never ask, because I think that's rude to ask. We see a lot on the, like a lot of the Facebook groups, we see a lot of, so it's a great tip if you want to buy like half price Hermes fine jewellery in either new or excellent condition, hit the Facebook groups, Hermes Addicted UK, because people buy it a lot. Now, I don't know why people are buying this stuff and not a month later putting it up for sale. Well, you can reach your own conclusions on that. Buy household goods, apparently that is light. Buy makeup, apparently that is light. I just like the makeup, so I buy it for that reason. Another thing, if you can't get what you want in store, and my SA tells me this as well, is if you see it on the website, buy it. Now, you can sometimes get lucky with bags on the website. I got my Garden Party 36 in Rouge Ash in country leather with palladium hardware. I got that on a website, and I actually slept on it overnight. You can't do that now. If you see something on the website that you want, grab it, buy it. it will just go. Quite often you'll see stuff and you go to add it to basket and say, oops, this is gone. But yeah, that is another way to get stuff. That's particularly good for things like some jewellery, for shoes, for boots. I've often bought shoes and boots on the website. I got my Oasis sandals that way. Where I asked my SA, was told no, I can't get it. It was on the website, so I bought it there. And if all else fails, so display items. Now, I've spoken before, well, when you walk into Hermes and there's items on display in the cabinets behind the glass that you can't get to, you can, if you ask your SA nicely, they'll get it out and you can try it on. I did that with this. I did that with the Mauve Sylvestre Ruby. You can't buy them. You cannot buy display items. I know, it's the weirdest thing. You walk into a shop, there's something on the shelf and you can't buy it. It's not for sale. Welcome to Hermes, people. But what they will do is when they swap that display over, the items become available. So what you can do, if you have a good relationship with your SA, and also depending on what other clients, not only they've got, but the rest of the store has got, you can persuade them or ask them nicely to put in a good word to see if you have a chance of buying those items. There's no discount for it being display, by the way. So do check them carefully, and if it's not right, then decline it. Like I said, I've declined a number of items and bags in my Hermes journey. Not for that reason, by the way, just because the colours weren't quite what I wanted. I said about acting with humility. I said about being genuinely nice and polite and respectful to your SA. Remember, you want them on your side. If there is a discussion happening and the team at the boutique are discussing who a display item should go to, and there's a list of clients, you want your SA to fight your corner. They're only going to do that, in my opinion, if they like you, and if you're nice, and if you're polite, and also if you haven't had too much recently. Now, the reason that I was able to secure this was that my SA fought my corner. I think it came down to sort of me and another client, and she had bought another bag recently. I hadn't bought a bag for over a year, so I won out. The other thing you can do, which I did, is you can show them a picture of a Louis Vuitton bag and threaten them that don't make me go and shop in Louis Vuitton, get me that bag. I think when you've got a certain rapport with your SA, you can be a little bit cheeky, respectful and tongue-in-cheek. It has, you know, but yeah, I did do that, as I reminded my SA of how long I'd wanted a Constance for, and the fact that I had it as a wish and it had come off. These are no longer wish. So my wishes had expired, no Constance. Then the Constance was no longer a wish, but they were providing people that had had it as a wish first. So I reminded him of that fact, and then I was like showing him another green bag, the Noto Green Nano Alma from Louis Vuitton. I showed him that and I was like, don't make me go and buy Louis Vuitton. This, you know, I really wanted this. I saw this and I was going to go and look at the Nano Alma, but I saw this and I didn't want to go. I didn't go, I just went straight back to the office. I was like, and in London City, Louis Vuitton is literally opposite Hermes, so it was like literally, I had to walk past the door of Louis Vuitton to go to the office. So I walked past it, I was like, I didn't want to look. I didn't want it, even if they had it, I didn't want it after I saw this. So those are my hints and tips. Sorry if I've waffled. Those of you that aren't new here will come to expect that. So those are my tips, and I hope some of you found that useful, but please remember the #1 secret, and that's patience. Look at this as being an ongoing relationship that you're going to have for years. Look at this as you would a lot of other relationships. I mean, not to get over personal, like I say, I'm very friendly with my SA. I might have a little bit of a joke with him. I obviously always ask after him and how his holiday was if I know he's been away. But that's kind of it, you know, it's very professional. I don't like go into a load of overshare of personal details. I won't, you know, I did with this one. He offered it to me like a couple of days after my birthday, and I did say, oh great, it's my birthday present, thank you, and then made a joke that every birthday I'll have a bag please. It's that kind of, I know, lame, I know, but it's that kind of rapport. It's not, you know, I mean it could be if you wanted it to, I don't know, it depends on how much you click, but you know, it's not going out to lunches, it's not buying them stuff, it's not oversharing your life, it's maintaining that professional relationship but keeping it friendly. Like I say, I'll send little pictures sometimes of like the items being used. Again as well, I also am like, even though I'm not a reseller, and I've never bought anything with the intent of selling it on ever, for any brand, I always feel this, I think because of Hermes and because of how many resellers there are, I always feel this almost like, look, I am using it. Just me being overly me. Anyway, I hope you found that useful, and good luck everybody. For those of you that are trying to get bags, particularly quota bags, I wish you the best of luck. But also look into some of the non-quota bags. You know, if you love Hermes for the craftsmanship, the quality, the colours, look into some of the other bags. You also can get lucky on the website, which is great if you don't live close to store as well. Good luck, give it a go, and let me know how you're getting on. Put in the comments below anyone that's had some failures, some successes. Let me know what your next wish bag is. I'd love to hear about it, and yeah, let me know. In the meantime, do take care. I'm going to go and walk my dog, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye bye.